So, all right, everyone, I would like to start with meditation so that we get more conscious, more present, we release the day, quiet the mind, get more in touch with what's happening. And at some point in this meditation, as we are more dropped in, then I am actually going to evoke certain material, certain kind of subconscious information, or I'm just going to stir the pot a little bit with the intention of beginning to investigate our own patterns of suffering and triggers and core limiting programs and so I'm going to stir these things that we all have, but it's ideal time to stir them as we are together and we are in a aware space, because that's the perfect time to more skillfully bring awareness to this our pain body. So that's my plan. Usually at the beginning with new group, I just stay with just the witnessing, welcoming, being present, just so we get a hang on this soothing quality of bringing awareness and resting in the present. So, and I want to develop certain skills and get a taste of something beyond the mind. But ultimately, I often like to combine them. So we are getting beyond the mind, resting as the witnessing presence, but then going to bring up the things that are bothering us to investigate those things. Also as a way to practically apply some of the homework and some of the tools we learned. So we can, there will be feelings, and the idea is to notice, see where they are in the body, welcome, allow, not resist it. There might be tensions in the body or energy somewhere that we want to welcome, allow, and also engage in some mining. I'm going to guide you with these things, so you start to go beyond what we feel like oh, heaviness in my rib. But as we bring awareness and open up, there might be a memory or a thought or a belief. As well as I would like to move our group forward with becoming more aware and discovering our core deficiency stories, core deficiency identities, which are a big part of our suffering. Also, these core deficiencies, identities are underneath when we are triggered in a relationship. Often something's happening and we are triggered, and then we are like upset or sad, but we don't know quite why. I mean, seemingly it's about because of him and he hurt me or she or this or that, but actually, as we will see, we are more triggered when some old button of ours has been pushed. So I'm not necessarily triggered because they said or didn't say something, but because my old core program of I am unlovable has been activated. And we don't even know that. So that's the plan. And then we are going to have some chance to debrief and talk about your insights from last week, as well as what happened in the process. All right. So make yourself comfortable. And first, tuning into getting more just arriving here in your room, in your chair. You can use the breath for that, bringing awareness to the body breathing. As opposed to being lost in the monkey mind with thoughts, images, voices. Just using the breathing process as an anchor to the here and now space. Relaxing the face, the jaw, the eyeballs. Make sure the body is relaxed. It's fine to lie down or sit. Noticing the contact with whatever you are sitting on. Sensations of the contact. And see if you can let go more and more of the weight. Let go of holding on of the weight. Giving the weight to the chair, to the floor. Still gently noticing this process of being breathed. It's happening by itself. We have no choice in the matter. If there are any thoughts, remnants of the day, notice. Don't stick to them. Just being aware, present in the now. You will get better at this. Like sometimes you may notice that you've been hooked into some daydreaming for some time. Then you realize it and then you drop it, you come back. Or you can just notice after the first thought or two, notice and noticing these thoughts as if they are clouds passing through the sky. Or trains coming in and out of the station. What we are, that which is aware of the thoughts and of my voice, is more akin to the sky or to the station. The thoughts come and go, like the trains, but the station, this aware station, remains. And whenever you realize you unwillingly hopped on a train, you can hop off. It's safe to hop off. As the mind gets more quiet, you can take attention off breathing, the narrow focus, the breathing, and gently notice globally the state of the body. And the body, not the body as an idea or the body as an image in the mirror, but the felt sense of these energies, sensations, throbbing, needles, heaviness. Simply noticing without trying to change anything. Allowing these energies to be just as they are. Not trying to analyze, not doing anything besides witnessing them. Notice how they are changing, moving. Even if it's seemingly stuck, it's still changing because at some point you won't have it. Feel and understand that whatever you are aware of, like my voice, or in the belly, or images, that's not you. It's just a passing object that appears in this aware field, fades away. But you, as that which is aware, you don't go anywhere. So consciously assuming this position of being that, whatever it is, which is aware right now. You don't need to focus attention into some part of the body, concentrate somewhere. It's more like a global, relaxed awareing. It's like you are watching a big vista, Grand Canyon. You don't need to focus into one thing. And including also sounds, including bodily energies, sensations, emotions, passing thoughts, images. All of this, it's like a flow of data. Three strands of data. Mental stuff, bodily stuff, and world external perception stuff. The idea is to stay in the now, it's the only thing that's real, and notice Allow all this flow with benevolent indifference. Whenever you catch yourself in daydreaming, bring yourself back to this open, empty, aware spaciousness in which thoughts, images, sensations appear and disappear. Important to not contemplate just the thought, not just meditating with just the head, but noticing the body and the world at the same time. Energies, allowing them. So notice that whatever arises, like the sound of my voice or some sensation that appears to awareness, even if we can't pinpoint awareness, very presence of this sound, it implies there is a perceiver. The sense of I amness, they call it in some traditions, the isness, the presence, the observer, consciousness. But when we use words like this, they're all nouns. So we may get the sense that there is like a something, like an observer or a witness or something. But that's a limitation of language. It's more of an activity. So there's like witnessing, there's awareing, being, perceiving. Notice or realize that whatever arises doesn't hurt this awareing presence, doesn't scratch it. No matter what happened in our life, no matter what atrocious emotions or feelings or images we have seen or felt, they didn't modify that which is aware right now. notice this aware silence. Whatever commentary and judgments, monkey mind, they all are noticed by this aware, invisible presence. Whenever you catch yourself, you checked out, check back in. Whatever thoughts, whatever comes, realize that there is something that is aware of it, which is not a thought. That's much more what we are. That is aware of dreams in the night. That turns on in the morning before we have any thoughts. There's onness. And ultimately, that is here by itself. It's always here, it's just overlooked. We are so used to overlooking what we are and getting identified with a small fragment, like a thought or a feeling. And actually, that's one of the sources of suffering. We seemingly forget or don't know our wholeness, and we identify with something small. It's like having very tight shoes. It's just tight. So whatever may come up in this exercise, it can only be an image or a thought or an emotion or a sensation. So it's really safe. They cannot hurt the perceiver. So in this aware field, I would like you to consciously bring to mind something in your life that feels like a problem and that's like it bothers you and you don't like it. And you wish it will just go away. You wish it would just be over and be done with it. This could be a pattern, some pattern in your life, or some difficult life situation, or some dynamic with someone, or with yourself, or with the world. Could be anything. Just allow your whatever arises spontaneously, anything in the sense of something that bothers you. It's a sense of a problem. And welcome in the space now any images, memories, thoughts, anything to do with that. Let it fully be here. We are not trying to be calm now. Just welcome the issue right here, right now. And just also witness whatever comes, images, voices, memories. Letting it be here. And welcome also any, or tune in your body, notice any reactions or sensations, energies about this thing that's happening that we don't like. Welcome any sense of like, I hate it, I don't like it. It's like, sucks, frustrating. Any complaining about it. So fully allow any energy in your body about this, and simply notice and allow, feel. And right, make sure you stay in touch with the body and notice where you have any sense of discomfort, tightness, fire, hollowness. Notice that. Notice now the area. And can we welcome this completely? Just for a little bit of time. Can you welcome this energy fully? This emotion, this sensation. Let go, trying to do anything about it. As if it's a ragged child coming from the woods. Not sure what it is, but it's like some suffering, and you don't want to reject it. Welcome it fully. Also, just check, is it an actual emotion, like sad or frustration, or is it a nebulous energy or sensation? It's not clear what. Whatever it is, observe it inch by inch, frame by frame, as you let go, trying to get rid of it. Yeah, this sucks, this is happening, this, whatever this is. We all have something like that. Recurring dissatisfaction, recurring something. And if there's any sense of an emotion, can you welcome it completely? As you are also being aware of it. So you're not trying to fix it, to solve it, think about it, just allowing this to be here and just bringing aware awareness and acceptance of this, fully allowing it now. Okay, so checking there's some part of the body, more localized energy. And let's engage in a little bit of mining. So if this tightness or this energy were to have a voice, will have some thoughts or words connected to it, what would it say? You don't say it out loud, but just let it come from that part of the body. Whatever it is, I'm sad, I hate it, she's gone, they don't respect me, whatever you have. If this thing were to have a voice or some words or picture, what would that be? And just witness. If something comes up, don't fight it, don't engage, let it be there. Words, adhering to this aware presence, safe to witness, cannot hurt you. And see, maybe there are other words, something else. What else does it say? Let it come from it, like a child, like let it say whatever it says, and keep allowing energies. Staying very present. If there's any sense of sadness or fear or anger, notice and fully allow it. Let go, trying to get rid of it. Just for a little bit. See what happens. Also, take a moment to notice now, what are we dealing with here now? There's some images, there's some energies in the body, emotion, words. Are you those? Or are you that which is aware of these thoughts and feelings? Which one is you? Yeah, obviously, hopefully, obviously, there's something it's aware of thoughts, it's aware of energies. It's good to check that. Because if I believe and feel that I am this sadness or I am this belief, then it's really big burden, it's heavy. So have a little distance, thoughts, energies, and appearing in this aware space, like clouds passing through the sky. We are not trying to fix the issue, just allowing, witnessing. If there's any unpleasantness, make sure you don't resist it, not try to relax it. You can welcome that completely in your body. Also check now, let's go back into it to investigate it more. Is this something recurring? Is it just a one-time thing, or you had it before? This, whatever this is a pattern, a dynamic? See some, there might be images, memories with this happening before. This happened, you felt similar thing. Welcome and allow memories, images, more energies. There's something which notices yet untouched. Yet they are feelings and it might not feel good, so fully allow it. Yeah, it's okay to, it's much easier to allow. If there is emotion, to fully allow. But it's easier than to try to stuff it. Yeah, notice also there is sounds, there's the contact with the earth. And as you're in touch with these energies and whatever is happening in the body, and this recurring situation in your life, ask yourself this question, and what old story of mine is being evoked by this recurring situation or this trigger or this thing? What old story or belief or shadow or deficiency identity is activated by this thing? And let it come from the energy, let it other ways, like, what does this mean about me? And whatever, let it be crisp, like, oh, I'm alone, or I'm unlovable, or I'm not safe, or something wrong with me, or whatever you got. Let it come as one short phrase. Yeah, what thing is evoked by this situation? What is the meaning that is being made about me? And whatever that comes, can you put it on as if on a screen and like put a frame around it? Okay, I'm something wrong with me. Okay, have it written, neon light, news flash, frame, and just witness it. Don't try to challenge it, fix it, get rid of it, just aware of it. Yeah, even if it's painful, turn towards the words or voice. And realize that it's words, thoughts, you are aware of them. if it's sticky or very painful, you may want to look at it and maybe tap your 2 fingers on your forehead if it's too unpleasant. Feeling on the sensation on the forehead, tapping and watching this. I don't know, whatever this is. What else does it mean? Let's see if anything else comes out. This situation, see if it evokes any other old program. See what comes and notice, allow. You are the witnessing. Yeah, whatever that came, it's a thought. It's probably a painful thought that a child in you believed early on. Just witnessing this, it's a thought. Allow emotions. Also ask yourself, it's a strange question, but what is the seeming advantage of interpreting this situation like that? What is the seeming utility or seeming benefit of believing this thought? Lovable, I am not safe, whatever. This is not a rational question. Let it just see whatever comes. What is the seeming utility or seeming advantage of maintaining and believing that story? You get to avoid something, or you get to, there's some payoff. See what comes. Whatever comes, allow any reactions, emotions. So check from time to time, notice that there is words, reactions, and there is that which is aware of them. Are you these thoughts or these feelings? Or are you this aware, open awakeness, which is aware, which will remain even as these thoughts or feelings pass? So take a moment to just tune into that. Yeah, staying as this witnessing. More energies are here. If you have any tight part in the body or some localized energy, you can mine it again. If it were to say something, what would it say? And fully witness and allow whatever it has to say. Let me ask you something else. What is disadvantage or cost of believing that interpretation or believing that story, the deficiency story? What's the cost, disadvantage? Just see whatever naturally comes. And witness and allow. More thoughts, images, reactions, emotions. Yeah, noticing there's a bunch of stuff here, and something is aware. The air on your skin, contact with the earth. It's not going to kill you, whatever is happening. Let me ask you one other thing, one final thing. I think that program, that interpretation, that deficiency story that's evoked in you, when was it installed? When was the first time you remember feeling that and believing that? How old were you? Let it come to you, don't have to think too hard. And probably it didn't come because you were in your room by yourself. So it arose in connection with something that's happening, in connection to father or a mother or absence thereof. And allow any more energies or pictures. Fully allow sadness. Fully allow whatever it is. Something is aware. And once again, whatever is happening, if you can just check, am I this stuff? Or am I that which is aware of this stuff? And for some of us may feel like, no, I am this, man. I am this. But that is a feeling, can be a powerful feeling, a state. It will dissipate soon enough. But you, the presence, will remain. So at this point, I would like you to zoom out from any bodily part or any thought, kind of zoom out like in Google Maps, and go back to yourself, this here and now, just being, this aware openness. And if there's any residual energy, like release custody over it. Let it do whatever it does. It will sort itself out. Just staying in the now, just aware. Hearing breathing. Feeling the contact with the earth. Just here. Staying as here and now. Yet allowing whatever energies are, is like fish swimming and you are the water. Yeah, so if you have stuff, energies and stuff, it doesn't have to be calm. So just let them happen, and you can even, if it's a lot, you can just, if you're angry, or you can, with the sound off, you can be like, fuck you, you can hit some pillows or something. If just allowing witnessing may not be sufficient. Yeah. And gradually also allowing your eyelids to open, and whatever is happening, noticing also sounds and stuff, colors. And staying here somewhere with the eyes open, maybe looking at each other or looking in the room. We are humans here with I think I have somebody sent me this quote this morning. I'm going to read this because I woke up with some really unpleasant energies straight off the bat. Didn't have time to have a coffee or do anything. There was some stuff in my belly, and then somebody sent me this from Pema Chodron. When you touch your sorrow or fear, your anger or jealousy, you are touching everybody's jealousy. You are knowing everybody's fear or sorrow. You wake up in the middle of the night with an anxiety attack, and when you can fully experience the taste and smell of it, you are sharing the anxiety and fear of all humanity and all animals as well. Instead of your distress becoming all about you, it can become your link with everyone all over the world who is in the same predicament. The stories are different, the causes are different, but the experience is the same. For each of us, sorrow has exactly the same taste. For each of us, rage and jealousy, envy, and addictive craving have exactly the same taste. And so it is with gratitude and kindness. There can be 2 zillions bowls of sugar, but they all have the same taste. Pema Chodron.